So I double checked Patreon again and discovered that our Zoom holiday party night is on Wednesday, not today, Tuesday. So I'm already kind of set up outside. It's dark. You can hear the insects. I'm going to spin because I now have a battery and I can spin anywhere. Good morning. It's very dark, so lighting's gonna be poor. We're waiting for it to rain. Of course, it hasn't rained in weeks, and we've waited 2 months for the roofers to show up, so we'll see if they actually come today or not. Anyway, here's the Into the World for today. So pretty again. Again, another soft one. Still very woolly though. I wonder about these dark hues. I can't wait to see these spun up because I think they'll help me out more with what the wool is. And today, look, it's not brown. It's this gorgeous rusty color. Obviously dyed because I don't believe this would be a natural wool color. Though the other ones are browns, natural colors. So pretty. Right, that's today. Getting dinner prepped for tonight. Vegetables, mostly potato soup with some other vegetables in it. Because tonight I have Pilates 1 hour before the actual Patreon Zoom with cocktail hour at the Coop. I had it in my calendar wrong, even though every other sign should have told me that that was not the correct date. And it was verified by my actually reading the notice again. Anyway, now we get take two. So when I get home, there will be dinner and I don't have to deal with all that. Yeah, and it's a rainy day, so let's have some soup. I love this thing. It is what they call a chef's mate. It shreds, it slices, it dices, you know, it's one of those kind of things. It doesn't substitute a blender, which is what I originally wanted for making smoothies and things, but it works for everything else. And it sliced my potatoes up beautifully. And I just used vegetable broth and some of this, which is really good on just about anything. Went to BJ's to be able to get some food and items, milk. So I got this little tin of biscuits. Yeah, here's my hand for scale. Mainly for my husband. He loves these, but look at that, 4 pounds. That's probably all butter. But you know what, you get a free tin to use afterwards. This would be great for yarn though. Look at the size of it. And then this little trio Bordeaux was on sale. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but I mean, for 3 bottles of Bordeaux, it doesn't even matter what year it was. Nothing matters. It's going to be fantastic. I'm just not going to open them for a very long time, so I don't drink them quickly. Self-preservation. Here I am in my Pilates uniform again. It's just so cozy, these shirts. I'm 9 classes away from 750. Big milestone. Let's see when that gets done. 8 after this class. This is the restored class, which means that you're basically breaking up all the gross, bad, painful stuff in your muscles by rolling it out. So it hurts, but in the best way possible, because then you can move again. Anyway, I've done a lot of stuff today, but errands, 1 hour and 10 minutes at the post office, grocery shopping, getting the kids. I did a little bit of knitting in there somewhere, some spinning. Made dinner early in the slow cooker because tonight is the Patreon class. I've said this before, I know earlier. Never mind. Everything was against supporting the idea it was yesterday. I just put it in my calendar incorrectly. Anyway, that's tonight, and we had rain. It was dark, you'll have seen earlier. The roofers came, they finished at least part of the job before the thunder and lightning and rain came. And now the front has gone through and it's gloriously dry and sunny and it's cool. And I think it's supposed to be a low of 40. So back to the wool. So this is my traveler shell. So Andrea Maury pattern. Yeah, I love it. It does travel well too. I better go to class. Bye. Yarns this morning. These aren't yarns. This is fiber. Is this it's actually more of a warm caramelly brown wool, and the Edge of the World. Another really soft yarn, has a nice luster to it. These beautiful, beautiful colors. My job this morning, after I get some coffee in my system, is to take these granny squares and the 2 triangles and flat seam them together with a slip stitch following the diagram to make the yoke of the sweater. I'm not looking forward to seaming, but I'm looking forward to it coming together. I don't think it'll be too bad. It's a pretty easy process. And then I can pick up around the edges and start knitting the rest of the sweater. I'm not going to block them first because they're not natural fibers, so it really won't make much difference at this point. Yeah, so that's my plan. So there's an example of the before. This will be the back. That's why the triangles to bring out the back, which I think is pretty clever. Here's the after ends are woven in. So much better and nicer to work with than that. What do you do with your pile of bits of yarn? I put mine in a jar, and then eventually it gets used as stuffing. So if I make a knitted toy or something like that, I put that inside because it doesn't really matter how long it takes to actually, excuse me, to actually need to use it. It crushes down very well, and by the time you need stuffing for something, you need a lot of it. So that's where it goes. I don't like to throw them out unless they're tiny bits. I just shove them in the jar and then walk away. On the positive side, thanks to the cold front that came through yesterday, we woke up to a glorious 39 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. I'll put the Celsius up here on the screen. Sorry, you probably can't see anything there. So, good day for laundry again. You know, real life. I think Melina, the Playful Knitter, has been apologizing for the content because she's been showing laundry in real life, but you know, this is a vlog. It is Vlogmas. This is part of real life. I understand people like to watch certain things to escape real life, but then, you know, maybe the vlog style is not for you, or different ones, right? Pick and choose. It's okay. Do whichever one things make you happy. Let's go outside. Yeah, the pool pump's still running. We're not going in, but it still has to run, just not very often to circulate. We have a salt system, so it uses salt to generate the chlorine so that it tastes about the saltiness of your tears when it gets on your mouth, but it feels fantastic on your skin. You can open your eyes underwater. Your hair doesn't get all crunchy and disgusting, so it's fantastic. But the temperature, I don't know what it is now. It's in the 60s Fahrenheit, so no, I'm not a kid anymore. I don't go in there. Even my kids won't go in. But it's this glorious day. Birds are out. Yeah, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful December day. It is December 12th, by the way. So I guess that means I should be getting some things together. I just haven't done very much worth filming the last couple days. Sadly, this is the only orange tree left out of 3. I think 3 originally that existed between our house and our neighbors. So we shared them, but they've had some sort of disease, so they haven't done very well. Normally they would be done just about by January. You can see they're getting pretty big, but definitely juicing oranges. They're not really edible type of oranges. They have really thin skins. You can hear some of the nice birds in the background this morning if I stopped talking. So that's my neighbor's yard. Actually, we're there. We have some new berries on the, this is called either hummingbird bush or fire bush. It does not want to focus on them for you. Here we go. Obviously, because the hummingbirds and the butterflies love it when there's flowers. So you either get just the leaves, flowers, or then you get this stage with the berries. The catbirds really love these berries. It is a native plant and it does spread very easily. Even though they've been hit hard by storms and frost, they come back very nicely and they can get as big as a tree. So we've had to cut ours back. All right, it's just a bunch of green probably for you. But if you're somewhere right now where you're in the midst of winter and you would like some greenery, here you go. Oh, there's one in the back that has flowers on it, so you'll see the hummingbirds come through. Back there behind our bottle brush tree, which isn't doing very well the last few years. It is massive, but it used to have loads and loads of the red flowers. It doesn't seem to be doing that much anymore, so I guess it's sick, or maybe it's just old. I'm not sure. And there are our pine trees up there, so we don't grow Christmassy trees, which is why you put lights on whatever trees you have, which often are palm trees or the live oaks. I don't know if I showed this little fellow before or not. Sorry, the lighting's not the best. The sun's on the other side of the house at the moment, and poor lighting in this house anyway. But this little crocheted Santa Gnome, I'm sure it was a pattern from One Dog Wolf Crochet. I'll link them in the description box if I remember, hopefully. So I made him a while ago. I had to make one for my aunt as well up in Minnesota. She loved it and she loves gnomes, but he's just, oh, I love him. I wasn't sure with the beard, but I actually really love his very full beard and left it just kind of hanging out. So I'm sure he was just knit and leftover acrylic yarns, very certain. And so his hands and his nose are cream color, and then his hat stuffed with, I don't know, whatever is in there, and his little pom-pom at the top. But I love this little guy. He's so cute.